Over the years, the Mount Isa Rodeo has become the perfect stage for unveiling new talent and creating true legends within the sport and the surrounding community. One of the true stalwarts of the event is veteran cowboy Alan Rankin. Alan has been competing in Mount Isa since 1972. Now in his 70s, Alan remarkably still has the desire to compete and will again put on a show for the crowd, competing in his favourite events, the local station buck jump and the wild horse race.
Oh, well, I said, like, you know, sort of like it make me so feel good, you know, when I come to these sort of thing like this, you know, like, well, you know, like you've got a wild horse in the shit, they've got to come out there, he's a fresh horse. And I said, you don't know what he is. He's, you know, I don't know him, he don't know me. And I said, you got to take up, you know, try to put the best ride you can poke a stick out, you know. Yeah. But this is my last ride this year. I'm giving it away because of the 50th man of the rodeo. I'm giving it away. I'm going to retire. I'm going to try and win it this year. Because I come with second place last year. I can better do another one this year, so I might get a first place this year.
Alan had the vocal crowd in full swing when he jumped on his horse for his first run in the local buck jump. In true style, he made the 8 seconds, although the dismount maybe wasn't quite what he had in mind. Not long after, he was at it again in the wild horse race, an event where 3 station hands attempt to catch, saddle and ride a wild horse. His team may not have won the race, but the crowd applauded nonetheless and sent the old cowboy out on a high.
Of course, we are back now in Buchanan Park for sunny Northwest Queensland's Open Rope and Tie final round here this afternoon. And of course, as we see now, young Casey Kenny, Emerald Queensland cowboy, now rides out, places that loop around the calf, runs down now, must throw the calf over onto his side and tie up any 3 legs. Of course, this is the final eliminating round. Well, a good run there for Casey Kenny, and an official time of 11.6 seconds. Of course, a great crowd watching on here in the midday sun. We see now Brendan Kenny come in now, puts that loop on unmistakably, slows the calf up nice and easy. Now has a little bit of a hiccup there at the end of the rope, must throw that calf over onto his side once again, puts the loop on the front leg, now up with the 2 hind legs. And a good time there for the young cowboy, Brendan Kenny, with 14.9 seconds.
Yes, guys, the rope and tie, once again, it's a race against time, and this is a guy who catches that calf, goes down the rope and ties all 3 legs in the quickest time is the eventual winner. You know, the rope and tie, it was actually born out of the working skills of the Australian stockman and the American cowboy when the yards were too far away in these vast lands of Australia and America, when they couldn't take every head of cattle to the yards to doctor them up. So rather than drive the whole herd there, they just roped the cow or the calf and doctored that calf and let him get away.
And of course, we see Terry Everson now, the cowboy that is sitting in the #1 seat in the house. He needs to come up with a time less than 10 seconds here this afternoon. Folks, 9.9 seconds. Here is our leader of the rope and tie here this afternoon. Of course, the crowd playing a real favourite to this young Victorian cowboy, Terry Everson. Well, of course, right now, Clancy Middleton Jr., North Queensland cowboy, and I tell you what, have seen him many years in a row at the Mount Isa Rodeo. His horse working exceptionally well. Unfortunately, though, for that young cowboy, a no time here this afternoon. And of course, talking about cowboys who can take out the #1 spot, 12 times Australian all-round champion cowboy Shane Kenny makes no mistake at the end of the rope, throws that calf over onto his side, brings up 1, 2. Hey, there you have it, a good quick time for Shane Kenny. Will he be fast enough to stop those clocks? As we see a bit of trouble, that calf freeing himself now at the end of the rope. That throws a little bit of question into our judges. Let's have a look at that replay now as the cowboy throws the calf down onto the side. Now brings up 1. Instead of taking 2 reps, he takes the chance at a final tie to quicken his time. And unfortunately, 12 times Australian all-round champion, he goes out with a no time. Of course, now we throw to the leaderboard. Terry Everson, 20.45. He is the number one, the winner of this year's rope and tie contest. We move to Adam Marr in number 2 position with 23.55. Dale Caban in their New South Wales Cowboy with 23.9. And that is the rope and tie.
Stick around, because after the break, we go for a wild ride with the finals of the bareback and saddle bronc events.